I need the spirits and less of your body, you know we gon' get it. And we in the streets to gather the sheep, you can say that we fishing. But God got intentions, and he got a mission to destroy all the minions. And the son of perdition, hunters, get them, runners, sprinting. The anger of Christ we quenching. If you roll the dice, you finish. Hunters, get them, runners, sprinting. The anger of Christ we quenching. Evolve to hunters from fishes.
Big Brew talk that Jew way. For the reward of this truth is the new way. Pray for the Sabbath, then wait for the Sabbath. Been thinking about it since Tuesday. This is a movie, I don't mean a Blu-ray.
He said something very important. He said the Lord will never leave you nor forsake you, right?
Yeah.
Where can I read that in the Bible?
I don't remember, but I can look it up.
Okay. Look it up for us. Give me Hosea 5 and 15. He said the Lord will never leave you. All right, let's see what the Lord himself said. Because under certain circumstances, if we do the wrong thing, the Lord will leave us. All right. He told us that multiple times. See what you got.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 5 and verse 15.
Lord,
I will go and return to my place.
I will do what?
I will go and return to my place.
So the Lord left us. He said, I will go and return to my place. Read.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
The Lord said he will leave us until we acknowledge that we have broken his laws.
Right.
You smoking and breaking up, you put on that tar in the temple of the Lord. That's your offense right now. So the Lord leaves. He's not beside you if you're breaking his commandments.
Deuteronomy 31:6.
So Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 6?
Yeah.
Read it real quick. Read it for him. So who was God talking to in the book of Deuteronomy?
To his people.
His people, which is named what? Okay, so to even say God won't leave you, you got to know you're an Israelite.
Right.
You can't say you're American black and then forget 5 minutes later. You have to know you're an Israelite.
Right.
Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and verse 6.
Go on.
Be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thou God, he it is that doeth good with thee. And he will not fail thee.
He will not fail thee, read.
Nor forsake thee.
Nor forsake thee, read.
And verse 7. And Moses called unto Joshua.
So this is Moses talking to the children of Israel. What instructions did he give them before you get to Deuteronomy chapter 31? Because 31 is not the first chapter. So what did he say between chapters 1 and 30? I'm going to give it to you. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 5. Chapter 5, start at verse 3. Moses gave us the 10 commandments.
Right.
He said you got to do God's laws. Right. Then after he explained all of God's laws, then he said, if you do his laws, he'll never leave you. See what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 3. The Lord made this covenant with our fathers.
Come on.
But with us, even us, who are all of us here alive this day. The Lord talked with you face to face in the mount out of the midst of the fire.
Come on.
I stood between the Lord and you at that time to show you the word of the Lord.
Show you the word of the Lord. Keep reading.
For ye were afraid by reason of the fire.
Because we were afraid when God came down among us. You gotta understand, God is pure, unadulterated power. So when he showed up, we was like, hell no, I ain't talking to him. Hey, look, you go talk to him, Moses. You talk to God and you tell us what he say. So Moses is like, all right, I'm gonna go talk to him. Now Moses is telling us what God told him. Keep reading.
And went not up unto the mount, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
Come on.
Thou shalt have none other gods before me.
Now we're being told the commandments. Thou shalt have no other gods before me, no graven image, don't take his name in vain, remember the Sabbath day, keep it holy, etc., etc. Then you get Deuteronomy 31, he says, all right, if you do everything I've told you to do, I will never leave you nor forsake you. But there's a chapter right before 31. Give me chapter 28, at verse 61. Actually, start at verse 15. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you choose not to do what God say, that's the point. If you don't do what God say, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
Curses.
Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? Bad thing, that's right. Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Jump to verse 61. Now we're going to read a bad thing that can happen if we continue to introduce smoke into our body. Read what you got.
Verse 61. Also every sickness.
Every what?
Sickness.
Do some people get sick from smoking? Cancer, lung disease. Some of these things come from inhaling smoke. My grandfather died from smoking, getting cancer from that. So I've seen it myself. Even on the box when you buy it, it say, hey, Surgeon General's warning, may cause cancer. That's a sickness. Read.
And every plague.
Every what?
Plague.
So that's another type of disease or sickness, right? Read.
Which is not written in the book of this law.
At this time, nobody was getting what we call today cancer. That didn't exist yet. But now as the earth got destroyed and we started doing more stuff we shouldn't be doing, new diseases are on the earth right now. Read.
Them will the Lord bring upon thee.
Then will the Lord do what?
Bring upon thee.
What's cancer? Do you know what cancer is? Like technically what it is? Cancer is when your cells do the opposite. Your cells are supposed to multiply. So when your cells decide to do the opposite, who did that? God told those cells, kill him now. Because your cells, your body regrows. Your skin, everything, your organs are constantly regrowing. Cellular regeneration, that's what cells are designed to do. But cancer, the cells do the opposite. Instead of growing, they destroy. Well, who do you think has the power to tell your cells on the DNA level to kill themselves? So now you go to smoking and God say, all right, I'm gonna tell his body to start eating itself alive. That's what cancer is. It's something that eats you alive. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna tell his body to eat him alive now.
Is that so bad when it comes from God?
It is bad because remember, we agreed earlier that a curse is a good thing or a bad thing. It's a bad thing. But in this case, that bad thing is coming from God himself. Because God does good and evil. Did you know that?
Nope.
But does that mean we go to heaven even if he's a good person and do everything that he's supposed to do?
In order to be a good person, you have to be doing God's laws. You have to be doing God's laws. That's what it means to be a good person.
Yeah.
So part of God's laws was to honor your temple and keep it holy, keep it clean. So that means don't put things in your temple that you know are going to destroy the temple.
So doing that,
45 and 7.
What is it? Chapter 45 and 7. What's that?
I mean, it's going to kill me, but I've been a good person.
It has a chance to. And the only good person are people that do the commandments. We're going to read that for you.
This is the book of Uzziel, chapter 45 and verse 7. I formed the light and created darkness.
Come on.
I made peace and created evil.
I make peace and I create evil. Read.
I the Lord.
I the who?
I the Lord do all these things.
God say I do everything. I do good things and I do bad things. So when we read in Deuteronomy chapter 28, we're reading the blessings or good things and we're reading the curses or bad things. That's what we're reading. Good things, bad things. So when your cells say, I'm gonna do the opposite of what I was designed to do.
So God ain't always good.
No, he's not. Because in the church, we're told God is always good. I was told that growing up. Nobody ever showed me that verse that, hey, sometimes God's not good. He's not. But it's only if we break his rules. As long as you keep his rules, he's good. Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 32 and 39. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. God is not always good. He's not.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that even I am he, and there is no God with me.
No God with him, because God is God by himself.
Yeah.
There is no 3 in 1, the Trinity. It's God himself, then his son, then me and you. That's who it is. Keep reading.
I kill.
I do what?
I kill.
God does what?
I kill.
When the earth was drowned under a flood, who signed off on that? So what did he do? He killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
He killed a lot of people. God say what? Read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that even I am he, and there is no God with me.
Come on.
I kill.
I do what?
I kill.
Or I can choose to give you cancer if you're smoking. Read.
And I make alive.
Or I can choose to heal you from that cancer. Because some people get cancer and they go to the hospital and the cancer stops. It becomes either benign, which means it's not continuing to grow, or it goes away. So God says he can decide to do that. That he can decide to give you cancer, or he can decide to help you heal from the cancer. Some people have cancer, they go get the treatments, but the treatments don't cure the cancer. And then some other people get the treatments, and it does cure the cancer. God's the one deciding. He's deciding who will be cured and who won't be cured. Read.
I kill.
I do what?
I kill.
He keeps repeating that. Look, if somebody died, somewhere along the line, I'm the one that signed off on that hit.
Yeah. Okay.
He signed off on that hit. And then the angels came down on the earth and they executed his instructions. Read.
And I make alive.
And I do what?
I make alive.
And if you get saved, say you're driving and some car about to swerve into you, but you see it at the last second, you swerve out the way. God made sure you saw it at the last second. He said, I kill and I make alive. So every time something happens to us, we gotta understand. If I'm walking somewhere and I stub my toe, I'll be like, oh! I'll be like, Lord, forgive me. I don't know what I did, but you gave me a warning shot. It's like, damn, I must have thought about something crazy. Because the Lord is, as opposed to him saying, I'm gonna kill you, he was like, I'm gonna make you stub your toe. Because I want you to think about, I saw you do something you weren't supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I done stubbed my toe. But he could have chosen to cut my foot off.
Yeah.
He could have chosen for a car to jump the curb and kill me. He could have chosen for a stray bullet. My auntie used to tell me all the time. She used to tell me a stray bullet ain't got anybody's name on it. Ain't got nobody's name on it. He could have chosen a stray bullet to take me out. But he could have also did the other thing. Well, he chooses you to, the day the club gets shot up, you decided not to go. And you think you made that decision. No, the Lord said, you're not going tonight. I'm trying to reach you, but you got to put down that cigarette so I can talk to you. This is how he's talking to you, through the scriptures, right? What you got?
I wound.
I do what?
I wound.
So that's where he might not decide to kill you, but he'll give you an injury. You be smoking, then you drop your cigarette and you burn yourself. Ah! So God said, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm gonna wound you. Now you looking like, damn, I don't burn a hole in my
head. So what happens
head.
if you commit suicide to yourself, but you still survive?
So if you survive the suicide attempt, who decided for you to survive? God. Ultimately, he signs off on everything. Not one person out here can do something that God is not prepared to make us pay for. Free will, we have free will. But what we don't have is freedom from our consequences of free will. So that's the difference.
To scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.